Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
What's that?
A second down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
What's that?
They'll try the right side here with White. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Jones on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A second down throw for Young. He finds his target, Allen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Young. Give him another one right back to Allen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Down.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Young. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
It'll be Young again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
What's up? What's up?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a fast footwork by White. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. The Texas man, Bijan Robinson, 8-touchdown run. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Kirk Cousins, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Raiders trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In that first half, we saw the veteran Miles Sanders doing his thing. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the field.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run, shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Striker, 3-3. 43 rail. Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
Ready. Opposite. Green.
Sanders toss left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Young will set to throw. flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Kalijah Cansey, him to get him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
What's up?
Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Done. What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
What's up? What's up?
Here's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
What's up? What's up?
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Field, black. Check white.
Young to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Carpenter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Set, go.
Young on 1st down. He's got Mingo. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Young now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now Young.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Defensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Again, it's Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. The drive starts with a run by White. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Mayfield looks to throw.
He's got Otten.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a give to White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll go up the middle with White. Shoves him aside, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
What's that?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They run straight ahead here with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Blue check.
Throwing, Young. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On the draw, here's White.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Second down and 8.
Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
extra point now by Boswell.
Hey, Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Panthers.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Oh, look at the juke. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. They run the draw play. This is White. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. On the return, it's James. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Come on, stay.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
That throw by Young incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken around the 12.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
It's showtime, baby.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
What's on?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's White. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Let's go now. Set.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ready?
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Cut.
Young.
Open man is Mingo, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Running right, here's Sanders. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On the ready?
3rd and 3.
Set. Go.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Yellow.
Now,
line.
after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Check pink. Opposite. Green. Check white.
Young. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Here we go.
A
Set.
couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On the set.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Ready.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Smith red. Switch. Yellow.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hut.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Young.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Blue check. Yellow lining. Set.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Check pink. Opposite. Green.
Young on 3rd and 2. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
What is this? The clock. The game's not over. Why you give it up?
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They start the drive with White. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Mayfield on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Hopefully